your thoughts on today's practice after last week?
Yeah, I think our defense is continuing to show up and create chaos, which is good, right? Our offense was, explosive and then bad, and then explosive and then bad. So that's kind of how, you want a football team on offense to be explosive. We got to remove the negative plays on offense. And the plays that we had explosive plays on, a lot of those times the defense didn't communicate well enough, right? And that's why we had some busts. So we all got to get on the same page on defense more, right? And on offense, we got to negate the negative plays.
You saw a little more physicality from the defense in some of those periods up front. What do you think about how that's sort of progressing?
Oh, yeah, we're starting to hit people. We're starting to play football in practice, and it's starting to show up. It's a credit to Coach Amy motivating those guys to understand what it takes, right, to actually play the game of football. It is a violent game, right? It's one up front, plain and simple, right? If you go back to the Patriots-Giants Super Bowl, the game is one up front. The game was one up front, and that's Super Bowl, and that's football as a whole. The game is one up front.
You have some freshmen up front that are also getting some action. CJ Fighting, Ashley has had some moments. What have you seen from those guys?
Yeah, those guys for freshmen, they're not scared. The moment's not too big. That's really what you look for in freshmen is when they get out there, is there a little bit of timidness, right? Or are they going out there and they're playing football? And both those kids are going out there not scared, and they're playing. Are they making mistakes? Yeah, they're freshmen, right? Are they learning? Yes. But they're not scared, and they're going out there and playing hard.
We talked about Coleman last week. What's the situation with Walden?
Well, it just happened today, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know yet.
With the offensive line, like now's the time of year for a lot of shuffling and trying guys at different spots. How's the offensive line responded?
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, you're trying to move people around. You need to get 8. Like, you have to have 8 offensive linemen going into a season that you can play with. You have to, and that's a bare minimum number. But if you don't go into the year with 8 guys that you feel like that you can play, you're in trouble because you're going to play all 8, right? And you can't hide in no lineman. You can't say, hey, hide over there at left guard because you're the second closest dude to the football, right? You can't let me hide the left tackle. You can't hide a right guard. You can't hide a center. It's the one position you can't hide, right? So you have to have 8 guys there that you feel comfortable putting on the field.
Are you there? I mean, are you there yet? Or?
No, we're not. We're not there yet.
How do you feel? I know the secondary battle with the DBs and the receivers, but just overall the secondary, how do you feel that they're developing to this point?
Yeah, I think the secondary's done a nice job this spring. I mean, we show complexity a lot defensively, and I think they're really buying in and believing in disguises and the why we do things. I always tell our staff, you got to teach somebody the why you do things, teach somebody the weakness of the coverage, not just the strength. And they're buying into, if we call this call and they throw a field hitch, we have to buddy tackle it for a gain of 7. And if they throw another one, they're going to complete it again. If they throw another one, they're going to complete it again. And they're going to keep completing it until coach changes the call. But you have to teach people to believe in that, to believe in it. Otherwise, you get people going rogue. And you see practice after practice, guys have a little more just comfort in the system saying, okay, they're going to catch it, rally, buddy tackle. So those guys have done a phenomenal job, in my opinion, understanding what we're trying to take away when we call things.